that was awesome. I've only been here obviously for the spring game. Like that was my first game here, but like actual like real game, that was amazing. It was electric. I could hear the crowd like after a big catch, you know, a big play. It's just like it was like wow. It was eye-opening for me.
What was that like, the first possession to get that, you know, that long ball from Dylan? What was that like on that?
It was great because it was like a really big confidence booster, and whenever you go to somewhere new, it's always like I don't know what to expect kind of thing, but you know, like that early kind of set the tone for our team and just like how the rest of the game is going to go. And then we ended up scoring 2 plays later, so we firing on all different cylinders.
Going back to what you're talking about with the crowd, you get the sense like that it's a little different here because crowds are used to big plays on offense. Like they're almost here to see that when it happens. They just kind of go a little bit more nuts than most places.
I mean, that's a hard question to answer. I mean, I've been a part of like a. Oh, geez, that's hard. I don't know how to answer that.
Pretty good crowd at the big house, right?
Yeah. It was pretty cool too.
Those deep balls, how much repetition does that take, getting to know Dylan and the chemistry? And is that something that you just get better as the season goes on?
We've been working on that for a while, and obviously like there's room for improvement on my behalf and on Dylan's as well. But just getting more comfortable of like predicting where I'm going to be at, and I can kind of give him like a better area to throw the ball. You know, just on both sides, it's definitely going to get better for sure though.
What about Dylan's efficiency? 19 to 22 throwing the ball. What do you think about that as a quarterback?
I mean, when you play receiver, you love to see that. Like, what do you have? Like, his passing rating was crazy. So, I mean, and he was delivering dots all day. So, that's all you can ask for a receiver.
Do you get frustrated when you get those pass interferences? Because, you would have had maybe 100 yards.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of frustrating, but at the same time, like, it happens as part of the game. And I was talking to my dad about it as well. I wish that they do incorporate more of a spot fall, just kind of eliminate those in a sense. But at the same time, it's like just move next play, get the next one. I look at it.
You mentioned Dylan throwing dots. What's it like out there when you get dragged down on a 40-yard pass and it still hits you in the stomach?
That's just that repetition and the confidence that I have in him that he's going to put the ball there, and the confidence that he has in me that like no matter what, it's going to be a catch. You know, so.
Do you feel like you should have caught that one anyway?
Yes.
How helpful was Saturday just in terms of maybe finding your role in the offense, finding your comfort in the offense, you know, the rhythms and all that kind of stuff?
It was definitely a big confidence booster and kind of just like, not like a sigh of relief, but kind of just like you're finding your feet, you know, and with like a new team, like I was saying earlier, it is kind of like, it's different, it's a change, but the more reps and like game scenarios, those are really big confidence boosters, for sure.
So as a wide receivers core, a lot of guys made an impact.
Yes.
Gibson, yourself, Chuck West had 9 catches. Just what's it like to see the whole group kind of get in there?
I said earlier, because people were asking me, like, who's going to be this, who's going to be that? I was like, we all can do everything, and we all play, like, off of each other. Like, one of us might have a deep shot. The next one, like I said, Drake scored 2 plays later, and Gavin scored the next possession. So it's just like we all can do anything, I feel like, and that proves it, and we're going to continue to build on that.
In the spring, you talked about getting adjusted to the tempo that the offense runs at.
Yeah.
Game day, did it feel like everything you guys have been doing in practice, or was it still a adjustment on Saturday?
Well, the tempo was like in practice, but you know, like in a game, you have adrenaline and like you just feel faster. So it's like if it all feels faster, but you're used to it, so it's not bad. And plus, like you don't get tired because you're on national television. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Intro with you from
settle down a little bit more though. Game 2, kind of know what to expect.
For sure, no doubt.
Heard from Coach Levy this morning. He talked about, you were on his radar when he was at Ole Miss.
Yes.
What do you remember about maybe your first interactions with him and in the beginning of that relationship there?
And when he's at Ole Miss?
When he was recruiting you, I believe, right?
Yeah. So that was like my junior year. I was at my friend's house, and like I got a text from him, like, hey Andrel, like how's it going? Blah, blah. I'm like, oh Miss. I'm like, geez, like DK Metcalf, and like I was like, geez, like they have a history of putting people out and stuff like that. And I talked to him a lot, pretty frequently, but unfortunately, COVID happened. He wasn't able to visit and blah blah. And it was cool because he was literally like the first person to contact me when I got into the portal, like literally like a minute later. And I was like, wow, that's deep. It means a lot.